It was about this time of the year. We were at a high school football game. He came in and he had on dirty clothes. You could tell he'd been in the field working, you know, ratty hat on. And he sat down in front of me and I told one of my friends, I said, he's pretty cute. I said, I'm gonna marry that guy one day. And I did.
Started dating in college.
Started dating in college, yeah. And then we bought 10 cows together while we were dating, and bought 10 cows while you're dating. We're pretty much sticking together.
Told him I had no interest in dating him.
She swore she never would date.
I swore I would not date him, and now we have 3 kids.
What? Where'd they go? All right, come on forward. We're gonna go.
You know, most people say, oh, I want to have kids and have a big family and stuff like that, and that changes everything. Whether you're running in a combine and mom's at work or Katie's at work, and you got to stop because nobody else can go pick the kid up from school who just got sick in the cafeteria.
We have 3 boys. The oldest is Ford, and he's 7. He likes to do it all. He likes to farm, he likes to play baseball, soccer, basketball.
He's his mom made over, and his intentions in life are to grow up to be a rapper.
Abby's 5 years old. She really likes to be helpful, wants to, you know, get people's food for them or work at the cash register.
I have a 3-year-old, her name is Maylee. She is very strong-willed. She is gonna be that kid that you can't hurt her feelings. You say something mean, she's gonna give it right back at you. She's gonna dish it out.
She is my mother.
And then Garrett is our number 2 child. And Garrett just turned 4, yep.
At some point, and if not all day, he's at the farm with his daddy.
And he's figured it out pretty well.
Nick is 7 years old, loves to be out on the farm, loves riding in the tractors. He has a 4-wheeler and he'll feed mineral to the cows and things like that.
Loves animals.
Loves animals, yes.
I have a 23-month-old. Her name is Whitley. She's always jabbering, she's always happy.
And then there's Brody, and he is 10 months old. The oldest 2 have just loved him from the get-go and think he's the greatest thing ever.
My oldest is Aaliyah. She's 5 years old. She spent every day with her grandpa. She still sleeps with his picture every night.
Mom took some of his old shirts, his button-up shirts, and made pillows out of them for the girls, and they sleep with those. And Grandpa's a big part of their life because he was here every day. Hey girls, easy girls, easy. So we just kind of check on, make sure they're all up, spunky, getting around. It was 2011 we found out he had cancer. He worked public work, but he still come here every day after work. It lasted 4 years.
I know whenever we lost his dad last year, I mean, we were in the middle of greenhouse season. We were in the middle of planting.
Come on, come on. We lost half our peach orchard about 3 years ago, or 4 years ago now. We had a barn fire last year. We lost, you know, a third or half of our hay crop. With the tobacco market being down, we were looking for something to do that would add some value to our land. Amanda was still working full-time at the bank at the time, and we were also looking for something to help get her back to the farm full-time. The orchard kind of morphed into that, I guess, and the market and the kitchen and all that has come from, one, trying to make the most out of the produce that we're producing on the farm, but also to get Amanda back onto the farm, we needed a source of revenue.
Our lives, I feel like, are pretty hectic, pretty chaotic now, and then he's always wanting to like throw something else in there, and so sometimes I have to reel him back a little bit.
But it's good.
It is a good thing. I mean, it gets me out of my comfort zone sometimes. I feel like the operation has grown pretty quickly from where we started.
We raise corn, soybeans, and wheat, and we're in hemp production now, and we raise beef cattle for stock as stockers. We buy steers and resell them. We graze them on grass and corn stubble, and it's without her support as well as our family support that we've been able to do that, or I've been able to do that.
The summer of '93, my dad had a tractor accident. Somebody hit him on the main highway. Threw him off the tractor, broke his back, his shoulder basically was torn apart completely. And that was about the same time we found out my mom was sick, so they decided to sell the farm. My wife, she came from a generational farm, but together we are first generation. We started from scratch. This started as an FFA project for myself in high school, and it has grown to what it is today.
Hardesty Farms and Greenhouses, we're a very diversified farm. We have row crop, corn, soybeans, hay, we have cattle. Our major profit is from our tobacco greenhouses. And then new this year, we are doing poinsettias. So that's kind of new for us to use on our off season.
Something when we started the market that we wanted to be sure of was to teach people where their food comes from and teach people about agriculture.
They're just not exposed to it, and there's so many buzzwords in social media. There's so much misinformation out there that people, I think, want to make good decisions, but they don't know how to make good decisions because there's so much information that they're inundated with. So making it part of our responsibility, I think, has been something that both of us have focused on.
Amanda puts together a really good school tour that it doesn't just go back and pick pumpkins. It teaches the kids and the parents even, you know, this is where your beef comes from.
And there's so many neat things that a lot of them haven't seen before, things that they've never been exposed to before. We have about 4,000 trees total. About 2,500 are apple trees and about 1,500 are peach trees. So we're gonna head on to the pumpkin patch, okay? Never saw myself being a teacher, but really do enjoy it.
We're going to take this load of corn from yesterday up to the bin and dump it in and get it emptied off for after lunch here, get ready to go. Dad had gotten to the point to where he knew, I think he knew something was going to happen to him. So he took, I guess the last year and a half he was alive, he quit work. And he got to do what he enjoyed every single day. Another reason why I do it is because it's something he started and he wasn't able to continue because an accident wouldn't let him do the work physically.
Of course, now we have a lot more help as far as the H-2A workers.
They're the true people who have helped us get to where we're at today. We are their family when they're up here for the 10 months, and so we interacted with them a lot. Our little boys love them to death. It's amazing to see how much of a foreign language that they're picking up on so quick.
It was in end of June, 1st of July, and had a hay barn catch on fire and burn down. We lost a tractor and then also about 350 rolls of hay. Luckily, it's just like any other community probably around. You know, we had lots of people come to us and, you know, offer us, you know, here's some hay ground that we don't need. Would you like to mow it?
Because of the orchard, you know, we've built a pond so that we have that water available if there is a drought at some point. Especially, I think, the things that you can't control, we try to plan for that if it happens, you know, we've got this in our pocket.
I am a registered nurse. I work at the local hospital. I work 3 days a week.
Healthcare is huge.
Yeah, a big part of, you know, my working off of the farm is for health insurance. I am part-time, and luckily they offer health insurance for part-time employees, so I carry the health insurance for the entire family. But, you know, my main job is being a mom, you know, and
huge job. She keeps me focused on the most important things in life, and that's going to the soccer games, going to the baseball games and stuff like that.
They all love to be at the farm. That's the way we grew up, and it's just neat to watch them go through that too, and to have that experience.
They're learning invaluable lessons that they would not learn going to daycare. They have show pigs. They know that they have to be fed. We have a bottle-fed calf every evening. My oldest knows that's her responsibility. She takes care of that.
And that's a joy to see on their face when they come running across the yard, waving their hands at, you know, I want to go ride, I want to go ride. You know, it's a joy.
I wouldn't change that for anything in the world.
She just, she's amazing. So she just, I mean, there's not much else. So she completes me.
Oh, God. Cut it out.
I think the orchard itself, I mean, plays a big part of our farm, but it's not the only thing that we ever plan on doing. The crop side, I mean, we continue to expand our acreage as much as we can on the row crop side with the corn and beans. Our beef cattle, you know, we're happy with where our herd is right now, but we're always looking at other opportunities as well with that. We're currently still raising burley tobacco. As that market changes.
We were sitting in church Christmas Eve night for Christmas Eve Mass, and I feel somebody tap on my shoulder, and they tell me to scoot over, and I look up, and it's Dad's brother. He lives about 2 hours from here, but he will generally in the spring, he will take 4 or 5 days vacation. He'll come in and help. It's kind of like Dad sitting back in the combine again almost.
Just being able to wake up and work for yourself outside with nature and just getting to work land that you own. There's something real special about that to us that I think is important to both of us, or all of us kids too. So.
Be proud of what you have. You might not have the biggest house or the biggest tractor or the biggest combine. Everybody always says, you know, yeah, y'all have got older equipment or this or that, but I mean, it's always clean, it's nice, you know, we don't have everything, but we're proud of what we got. And I think that says a whole lot.
I think it'll be nice to one day be able to sit back and watch one of our kids doing what we're doing right now and be able to compete as a young farm family.